A nearby phone box, just as dark as your surroundings, suddenly starts ringing, almost as if it responds to your presence.
I'll go answer it.
You pick it up, and on the other side is the voice you recognize as the Ventrue Smythe. I understand you have arrived. You should be joined in a moment by your missing coterie member shortly. Once you have dealt with the daredevil, you'll be able to find me in the Four Pillars Hotel.
Yeah, whatever. I hang up the phone.
Bet.
Who was that?
Venture dude. We're supposed to meet him in the Four Pillars Hotel when we're done.
Okay, sweet.
Ambrosia, you can join whenever you feel it is appropriate.
Yes, she will, she'll walk in. Smiles for everybody. Hello, everyone.
Waves.
What
Oh,
up?
it's about time.
So, what are we tasked with today?
We gotta kill a Ravnos.
Mhm.
Should be in
Oh.
there. I point at the factory.
Is that finally come around?
It did, surprisingly, yeah.
Oh, wonderful. I'm in the mood for killing something.
Great. Well,
Ah, you've
maybe
had that
let's
good of a
All
day,
flat
huh?
from the Piper.
Yes, it's been one of those days.
Awesome. Well, we'll let you at him. Let's do some recon first. I can just sneak up, see what I can see, come back, let you guys know.
Nod, nod.
That was a good idea.
I will find a dark corner and unseen passage.
Absolutely no problem.
Yeah, I will do the same, and I would like to try to follow FX if I can see him with my aspect. What's your aspects, FX? Even see if it's possible.
My obfuscate.
Oh yeah.
It's 3.
Okay, so mine is a 3-2, so I guess I roll for it, right? Okay.
Perception awareness. What was your Auspex? What was your obfuscate?
They're both 3.
3.
Okay.
Others.
And FX, manipulation subterfuge, please.
Okay.
Richard, you can absolutely still perceive FX.
Okay, I will follow him.
FX, you make your way around, sneaking through. Do for me perception awareness, please. No, yes, perception alertness. Every time. Yep. Very good. And you look around, you see no security cameras. You don't even see the security guards. There is a small burning pile on the floor. It seems that although the fire is small, whatever is fueling it has been chosen for its ability to spew smoke out, though the area seems deserted.
Okay. And am I like looking into the factory itself, like it's burning inside the factory?
No, this is just outside of the factory.
Oh, just outside it. Okay, okay.
If you wanted to go into the factory, it'd probably break your obfuscate because you'd have to open a door
Yeah.
and that sort of palaver.
No, that's fine. Okay, yeah. No, simple. I would just take this information and go back and relay it to everyone. It's suspiciously quiet. There's no guards, no cameras, something I couldn't make out what it was. It's just burning out front. You guys want? I think
So
it
it's a
might be
trap.
cleared. Probably. or at least,
Cool, let's go.
yeah.
After you gesture.
I'd follow. Still invisible if I could maintain it.
Just as you are approaching, you do see someone walk past the burning pile, giving it a wide berth. They stand there for a moment and walk into the door. Perception alertness, everyone.
Ooh.
I love Alina's pull. It's kind of like, you see that
Alertness
the
is
figure.
not where I put all my stats. Now, if it were awareness.
Apart
I
from
got
Ambrosia.
0.
Apart from Ambrosia. Everyone sees that the figure is Peter Hoffman.
Ooh. It's the guy we're looking for. Yeah.
No, I want to kill him.
Sweet.
We need info from him.
Wait, where
Yeah.
is this? What?
He just walked
where
into the
do we see-
factory.
Oh. Okay.
And I guess I have to ask. You say he walked through the door. Like, you never.
Oh,
you
good
never
point.
can
Did
tell.
he
didn't
open the
it,
door
right?
and walk through?
Open
Okay.
the door and in, not
Okay,
not through.
okay.
That is a fair question to ask in this
That's
instance.
gonna say.
I feel
Who
silly
am I?
asking it, but you gotta check. And did he seem to have to do anything to unlock the door? Any?
No,
Okay, just had to ask.
absolutely fine. Yeah, I get it.
Tax man.
It's my own fault.
Wait a sec. Keep in mind, if this is a Ravnos, we can't trust our eyes.
Yeah. Can Ravnos read minds? Or else why would they make an illusion of him specifically?
Oh, that's a good point.
The Piper
Either way, though.
pauses, counts on 2 fingers, and then crosses those fingers and shrugs.
Exactly. I just say we go in quiet, be careful. Like what you're saying, there could be illusions. If not, let's just grab Peter. I mean, we've been waiting for it. It's literally been hoping for a moment like this. What do you guys think?
This is
I mean, I
really
don't know
not my
what else we
forte.
can do.
Yeah.
I will let you guys lead. I not very good with these type of things.
The
I'll
Piper's
be
gonna just sort of
following.
arbitrarily wander sideways to see if there's a back entrance.
I mean, wandering sideways through a car factory will take some time.
Yeah. But since there's obviously something at the front door,
Yeah.
you gotta try the
Perception
unexpected direction.
alertness, please.
Okie doke. Just taking a little look around.
You're able to stalk the perimeter of the car factory, at least as much as is easily accessible.
Mhm.
There's no other way in or out that is currently available. The only other way out would be like a staff or fire exit that has been firmly boarded up.
Yeah, the Piper wanders off to do this little look-see, not really announcing it because kazoo speak, but will turn up back with the coterie when no other means of entry
It's
presents
pretty
itself.
obvious. Yeah.
Did you find anything?
Shrugs.
Great. I guess we just go in through the front door. Anyone
Falls
in
into step,
particular?
hiding behind the nearest person.
Yeah, I was gonna say who goes in first, but
If someone's a Leroy Jenkins, that'd be me. So I'll go through.
okay, I'll be right behind you.
I guess I'll
We'll
be
just-
right behind FX.
Well, we'll just walk on in, I guess.
Like we own the place.
Everybody heading in?
It looks like it.
Stepping through the doorway, you find yourself in a dark, wide corridor, Olena. Thick cables run through the floor, up the walls and into the ceiling. Stage spotlights hang in stacks in various states of repair. As you walk forward, you can see in the distance is a stage, with a small group of stagehands busying themselves looking over clipboards and schedules, until two of them catch sight of you. It is only then you realize one of the figures is your sire. The other seems familiar, but you can't quite recall where from or who they are. The sire approaches you and says, Lena, I need you more than ever. This crowd, I can't handle them. I need you to sing.
Zach, what's going on here?
I just told you, the crowd, it's out of control. I can't handle that many of them.
Where did this crowd come from?
I don't know. I didn't have enough time to ask. I assume that they probably bought tickets, came in through the foyer. There's probably some that snuck in, of course. We're very popular.
Humor me for a moment. Where are we?
Backstage.
What city?
You'll say a city name that's completely realistic sounding, but completely fictitious at the same time, that's going to sound a little bit like Bartford. I don't get out much, so I don't know other city names.
Old York.
There you go.
That's just called York, and it's an actual place.
No, the other one. Old York.
Yeah.
There's
New
York,
York.
there's New York, and there's Old York.
Exactly.
So he says something other than Abingdon.
Yeah.
Okay. I see, and I'll back away from him.
Is this something we are all seeing, or is it just Olena?
Just Alina. There is the other stagehand there as well.
Do they see me talking to someone, or am I just talking to the thin air?
No, everyone's reacting. But it's only you from the coterie that is here.
Oh, okay. I'm the only one that's in here right now. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Then yeah, I'll back away from him. Like, no, we're not.
I can't do this alone, Alina. This was one of the reasons I needed you. We could perform together. Be like the old days. It's been so long. Don't you want that?
Okay.
Don't you yearn
Okay,
for that?
yeah. Let's do this.
Okay.
And I will step up and start singing, I want to know what love is. I want you to show me. And try to look through a veil. Can I do that?
Show me the thinger, please.
Where's the show button? Where's the show button? Did that do it?
It did not.
There we go. I think it's got to be an emotion, doesn't it?
Charisma performance, instills chosen emotion, and yeah, okay.
Emotion. Honesty. That's the emotion I want to portray.
Very nice. You sing this song alongside your sire. Strangely, the crowd does not react at all. They don't seem displeased, but you don't get rousing applause, something that you're very much used to. This was an amazing performance, a perfect performance. You were in time, you were in sync, every single note hit perfectly in time. This couldn't have been any better. Yet the crowd just stands there looking blankly at you, expecting more.
All
Your sire,
just for the sake.
your sire turns to you and says, I think we need something more. Something different. Perhaps something more aggressive.
Yeah.
Look over them.
no.
Look over them. They crave something. They crave something different. Their bright colours, their vivid imaginations. They crave decay and pain. Do you know anything that could perhaps satiate that hunger?
Yeah, I know something. So I will sing again. But this time I am going to sing George Michael's I Want Your Sex. And I want to go for horny passion, lust.
I'm
I'm
so
going to
glad I'm not
increase-
in there.
Going to be increasing the difficulty on this one, but that didn't fucking matter at all, did it?
Hey, this is the only thing I can do.
The crowd does start to respond at long last. There's a couple of claps here and there, but they all remain seated. They all just seem wanting more. Your sire turns to you once more. You understand. You see it, don't you? This is the problem I've been having. I can't reach them. Everything I know, every song I can sing from the last 200 or is it 100 years, nothing seems to hit them. You're far more recent than me. You know these things. I don't know what you're singing, these songs. I know the content, I know the emotions, but these people crave something else. Yo, stagehand.
I had a word. And then my brain just fritzed. Off to the side, the stagehand catches your eye. Warning look, shaking their head.
Do I recognize the stagehand?
There's something about this stagehand.
Still
that-
don't recognize this.
You know, all these stagehands, they're all backstage people. They look the same after a while.
Yeah, I don't believe the stagehand.
You
is
only
alive.
care about the brown M&Ms that they bring you.
Oh no, M&Ms. I would like to kiss my sire.
Okay? I'll be free,
I'm looking to see if he's physical.
as far as you can tell.
And does he
Everything is in order. Yeah, he returns the
Fully
kiss with as much
functional
passion,
anatomically correct?
programmed in multiple techniques.
Okay.
But that's very nice and all, but I don't think that's going to help us here.
I'll slap him.
Have you... This isn't solving anything either. Look, can we do this off stage, or is this the start of a Spanish number?
Yeah, let's go off stage. Lead the way.
He goes off. We'll be right back, everyone. And there's just like collective. Oh, Lena, what are we going to do? That really hurt, by the way. What are we going to do? What was that about? First you kiss me, then you... No, never mind. No, I asked for this. It's fair. What are we going to do?
Who are you?
Who do you think I am? Look at me. You've sensed my presence, felt my... You know I'm real. I'm not going down that route.
I mean, this body's real, but this is only a facsimile of my Zach. Who are you?
Don't know that that's a facsimile of yours, Zach, I'm afraid. And nope, you do not get a roll for that one, I'm afraid. This
Well,
is a perfect.
No, I mean, like, in the way he's acting. This is obviously not him. I am obviously not on a stage. That's why I wanted to kiss him to see if he was real.
I mean, what? Look. Picks up one of the random things and just catch. A random
catch it.
thing from the... Yeah, it's fine.
I catch it.
This was physical. It feels as it should do in the hand. It's not warm to the touch as if a person was just holding it either. Zach himself was as cold as you'd expect. You can't leave me here. You can't leave me here.
Come outside with me.
Crew! Here. He'll call out to one of the stagehands.
Stagehand scuttles over.
Olena's trying to leave. We can't have that.
What am I
Olena.
supposed to do about that?
We need inspiration. She needs to stay. Only Olena can help me with this. Olena, there's only one thing for it. The song. The forbidden song. The one that's chattering, always there. You need to bring that one out.
Ah, that's the trap. Nope. And I'll head for the door.
It's going to be a willpower point if you want to do that.
I don't know if I have any little PowerPoints left. Oh, I do. I have two. Yeah, I'm gonna head for the door. This is obviously not real.
I'll be right back.
You head through the door. You open the door. And you wind up back at the stage. Side of the stage.
Okay, so I'm trapped in here.
Would you like a spinning table of horrors logo?
Yes.
Spinning table of horrors logo. Ambrosia. You step into the chantry. Jesus fucking Christ.
I'm pretty sure she disappeared for a sec. I think she was like, I'll be right back just a second ago. I don't think she's here.
Ambrosia stepped into the chantry and mysteriously disappeared. We'll go to Richard.
Spinning table of horrors, logo.
Richard! Hi. It's going so well. You find yourself in your haven. Your coterie no longer with you, though it seems far more filled than ever. In place of your corkboard filled with newspaper clippings, photos, and the usual just barely acceptable forms of media you make use of, is a whiteboard, blank and waiting to be filled. Several new filing cabinets, complete with locks, stand either side of the board. Opposite this new collection is your desk of monitors, a powerful Amigo computer with reels of cables spilling out of it that hook into monitors and run through walls to other objects out of sight. Stepping into sight, though, is FX, holding some unknown electronic device that seems bashed together in his own spare time.
Hey, buddy. How are ya? You see, he would kind of like excitedly walk over to you, gripping this unknown metal object in his hand. He steps up, says, I think I finally finished.
Oh yeah. What is that?
Oh, it's it's my case against you. I'm planning on stopping by the Prince to drop it off later this afternoon. I wanted to come give you a head start before you, get what's coming to you.
That's first of all, that's totally not cool. And are you sure you want to deliver that yourself? Don't you know?
Oh, it'll be fine. No, I have it all arranged. Piper helped me and everything. We've been watching you for months. It's too late, buddy. It's too late. You just gotta go, but we're still gonna catch you.
Look,
We can't forgive all the things you've done.
FX. do you realize the prince has been having me watch you? And do you know why?
Of course.
There's a
Of course.
reason.
Have you not seen it?
FX.
You've been played, Richard. You've been played. All of it. This whole time. This whole time. Thought it was madness. You thought it was misdirection. You thought it was me. You thought it was the prince. But it's over now. You don't have to fight anymore.
FX. I'm not being played, or we're both being played. There is a reason you are the only Nosferatu in Abingdon. The prince kills all the Nosferatu. Oh, sorry, the Primogen, my bad. The Primogen kills all the Nosferatu.
I'm not too worried about him. I have plans for him as well. I appreciate the concern, though, but it's really best you look after yourself for now. Frankly, I was here because I just thought maybe if I gave you this little bit of warning, a little bit of a head start, you might apologize.
I
Didn't have to be
nothing
like
to
this.
apologize for. I've been doing my job.
All right. You keep telling that to yourself, and when you finally get that stake in your chest, just remind yourself that that was your job too.
I will just remind myself that that the cost of my friendship. Oh, hold on. Is there an issue with the stream?
Oh yeah, it said something about buffering.
Is there?
Yeah, this is the second time it's buffered on me.
According to the
Gremlins.
dashboard,
I
it's
just think
stable.
My connection.
Okay, it looks good. I just had to refresh. The only thing I see is that you know, friendship doesn't matter. I opted to come clean to you and help maybe give you a chance to survive, and you just kind of throw it in my face and use it and say I'm screwed, I'm fucked. So it is what it is. At least
It
one of
is.
us valued our friendship.
That is true. And look where that got you. A dingy hole filled with monitors and wires.
Yep.
Hope it was worth it, bud.
Just keep in mind, Imogen's gonna kill you.
We'll see. As I said, we'll see. But I do have an appointment to make. Or to keep.
And we'll do a spinning table of horrors logo, while Richard considers how he's going to deal with FX, to Ambrosia! Right?
Me.
Ambrosia! You step into the chantry, straight into Locus's warm office, though its usual layout has been changed. Improved, in fact. Mixed in with the ancient tomes and relics are posters and an open walk-in wardrobe filled end to end with your own clothes and high-quality outfits you covet. Before you can think, however, there is a knock at the door before it is swiftly opened as the twins scuttle into the space. They stand before you and keep their heads focused down on the floor, not looking directly at you. Regent, we came as soon as we could. How are things? Is everything to your liking?
She is going to have a very confused look on her face as she looks around. And then when the twins call her Regent, she'll arch a brow. Yes? Why do you ask?
Well, we wanted to make sure everything was to your satisfaction, but I am afraid I am the bearer of some bad news for you. We tried to find your sire as instructed, using all the resources that would be normally at our disposal as Camarilla kindred, but unfortunately we were unable to find him.
And where is Locus at this very moment?
I believe you diablerized him with permission from the prince.
I did. All right.
But I came to ask you if we might be able to use the Chantry resources, shall we say, to find your sire?
She's gonna walk up and just touch one of the twins.
Cold to the touch, but physical responds.
And she's gonna pinch herself.
Hurts, I guess, depending on how hard.
Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead, darling.
Are you sure you wish to find your sire? He's
But of
Sabbat,
course.
after all.
Yes, we need to bring him in, but I want him in alive.
We will need to be using all of the Chantry resources, even those that may be considered a grey area.
Valuable resources that could easily be spent better elsewhere.
But your sire, Regent,
Yes. Bring Gemini
well
in alive.
As your... I must urge you to consider your responsibilities as well.
responsibilities are for people like us, not regents.
As one like us might say.
We are here to do your bidding, Regent.
Our responsibility is to stop one of our own from giving the Sabbat any of our secrets. So, you are to bring in Gemini. He will stand trial.
May we make use of the creature?
No.
But you do know where to find it, don't you? Make use
She is going to have
the creature.
kind of an unsure look on her face. Yes, of course.
Perhaps it is something you could lead us to, or give us instructions to, should it be required. Of course, the Sabbat are not something we wish to take on ourselves, but something of a shock troop.
Provided, of course, you think that information is something that those like us ought to be trusted with.
No, the creature is going to stay where it's at. It is not going... No. You will
well,
have
but we will need something.
Well, you will have
Forgive me, Regent.
all the resources that the Chantry has.
I would like access to the more esoteric rituals.
Remind me again, what circle are you?
We are with yours.
What level?
You have not seemed to change our level yet from your previous tenant. So we
And
are
what
second
level was-
only to... We are second only to yourself, your right-hand man, and then us.
And where is my right-hand man?
You have not chosen one yet, but I would be very happy to serve. My sister would not.
With the I would be very happy to serve, there is the sidelong glance that says, of course you would.
Very well. You are now appointed as my right-hand man, and you have full access of the chantry.
Do forgive my speaking out of turn, but I must beg the question, is this truly wise?
Who else would
Sister, you
I?
doubt me.
You have seen the way my sister is eager to access
Like a Tremere.
Well, yes. And like a Tremere, I wish to survive.
And the way to survive is to always access knowledge and retain it.
My sister, she refers to, shall we say, consequences of finding your sire, but I'm sure the prince would be no match for you.
The prince doesn't want Gemini found?
The prince would be less than pleased with the methods, I'm sure.
Exactly
But
what...
we have exhausted every other means at our normal disposal. Now, that's all that's left is to just simply unearth things.
And
Things
things,
that are...
once unearthed, are often quite difficult to rebury.
And
But that means only if you need to clean up a mess, of course. There is a solution. A mess that cleans itself as it goes.
what of
And-
what of my coterie? Have any of them
You
chipped in?
They have abandoned you, Regent. They simply don't care.
They've abandoned me. On what reasons?
And you never deemed it fit for our ears.
I bet that Richard has something to do with it.
Spinning Table of Horrors logo. Christ, I'm so glad I'm using OpenOffice now. FX! You find your... Fuck's sake. Every fucking time. FX, you find yourself inside Stickies. Upstairs in the VIP area. In front of you is a sunken booth with a large, comfortable-looking chair in a horseshoe shape around the large table in the centre. A member of staff is at your side, gives you a smile and escorts you there. Mr. Leach, your table reserved only for you, of course. Before I let your customers see you, there are 2 people here who say they know you and have important news for you. Would you like me to bring them to you?
Sure. Why not? He looks around the space dubiously. Do you know
Moments
their
later.
names? As they're walking away.
She just...
Okay.
Yeah, she can't hear you over all this fucking
That's fair. That's fair.
music, 80s music.
Yeah, he'd just kind of tentatively sit down in his booth.
Moments later, the staff member returns, leading what appears to be Richard, and the Piper towards you. She nods her head to you and leaves the 3 of you in privacy.
The Piper waves.
Oh, hey guys.
Hey, FX, how's it going?
Dude, good. Have you seen the others?
No, not recently, but I got some bad news for you, FX.
What?
You might want to sit down. Yeah, sit down.
I already am.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'll stand up and then sit down again.
thank you. And then Richard will sit down too, and he'll kind of look around, and then he'll stand up and check under his chair, and then he'll sit down again. And he's just kind of looking for any bugs or anything. He leans in, All right, FX. I have something I need
The
to tell
Piper
you.
leans into.
Closer.
What?
Closer.
Okay. What?
Um,
What?
I know why you're the only Nosferatu in Abington.
Why is that?
It's the Primogen. The Primogen kills all the Nosferatu.
Why? That wouldn't make sense though. Well, I mean, I guess if he's like jealous and shit, but that seems like a lot of work.
I don't know. I don't know why. I just know that the prince has been having me look into it, and the Primogen has been killing Nosferatu. I just, for your own safety.
Is that real? Is this
you-
real?
You
I don't
might,
know.
you
None of
might
this
want to
is-
do something about that.
Yeah, I probably should if it does have relevance. Answer me. What were we doing together right before I appeared in this club?
Right before, well, I guess we entered the club.
Okay.
You,
Do you remember anything about a warehouse? Remember anything about maybe some burning shit?
oh, is this the warehouse club?
No. FX would
Like, I'm pretty sure this
stand-
place used to be a warehouse that they converted into a clubhouse.
Maybe. Did you see Peter?
Peter,
Oh God, this isn't real. He's gonna he's gonna frantically start going around the club trying to find like an exit.
Yeah, you'll be able to find an exit. Yeah.
He's gonna go through it. Hopefully
Piper's just
something
gonna-
happens.
Casually
You just walk
stroll along
straight back
beside
into the
FX.
club.
Yeah, I tried
He
the
like
same
thinks
thing.
to himself. Yeah, he like thinks to himself. He's like, it's not like the other memory place where I could just transition. Okay, he would look around for either Octavia, Alina, or Ambrosia.
I mean, you can roll for it if you want to. Perception, awareness.
Okay.
You're able to cast your undead eyes all across this crowd. You see various people, some customers that are familiar to you, some you don't know. But you do not see anyone else there from Richard and the Piper.
Cool. He.
I love how he addresses through the fourth wall in character there.
Sorry, force it to happen.
No, don't be. No.
Just
FX.
As FX went strolling, looking for the way out of this place, the Piper did just stroll along behind him, and I just imagine, you know, as the eyes pan over the room, just another wave.
I mean,
he.
Ta-da!
Sorry, what were you saying, Masquerade?
if we can find some of the others, I'm sure maybe they can help you like put a stop to the Primogen or kill him or something. But I wouldn't trust the Tremere. You know how the Tremere are. For all we know, they're
Yeah.
doing it too.
Yeah.
Maybe
The Piper
You help
was
me?
very-
maybe the Primogen has some sort of deal going on where he kills the Nosferatu in exchange for some sort of blood sorcery. I don't know.
The Piper makes some very, very intense eye contact with FX for a moment, slowly reaches to steal Richard's hat, and moves almost to put it on the head, but on the moment before it touches my head, the hat is flung away. Eye contact never breaking.
He would just follow the line of the hat for a moment and then look back at you guys. And he would say, cool. Well, are you like connected to the Ravnos? Like, can the illusion end? He would like just say to the space. Ugh, this is getting to me.
Head
I
tilts
remember when I
aside.
just had to deal with selling drugs. Okay. You're right. I'll play along for now. I'll fear, assuming, you know, what you're saying is true about the Primogen. Would you help me stop it? Do you think I could stop it?
Well,
Because if it's a deal with the prince, I'm probably donezo regardless.
no, I don't think the Primogen had a deal with the prince. I think the prince is suspicious and had me investigating the Primogen.
Oh. Okay.
Uh,
And why are you telling me this now? Why are you waiting? Because we've been working together for weeks now. So why are you waiting until right now?
I'm not supposed to tell you. You're not supposed to know. But as our friendship has grown, I feel it's more important as your friend to share this information than to keep it from you like I'm supposed to. You're not supposed to know about
On that
this.
note, as he's proclaiming his friendship because that is too good of an opportunity to waste, we are going to flash back to Richard's haven
Can I just
dealing
one brief,
with ethics.
brief
But yeah,
before we transition fully?
yeah.
Just because as Richard's talking, the Piper standing behind, FX could see that beaked mask just shaking no over Richard's shoulder.
Mm.
Okay, carry on.
Richard back in your haven with FX, who has politely informed you he's going to have you turned to ashes.
Look, FX. We're supposed to be friends. Why are you bringing this dossier to me, threatening to have me killed?
Because you were hiding things from me. From all of us. Forever. You thought we wouldn't notice you sneaking off to corners, making notes about us. It was only inevitable that the tables turned on you.
I'm going to pick
You play the game? Sorry, continue.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick a mirror up off my desk and face it towards FX. Say that again.
He chuckles
Look,
and he
FX,
says, "You are clever."
you've been skulking around in corners too, keeping secrets. Everything you accuse me of, you know, you've done yourself. Every admonishment is an admission. Okay? We are in the same boat. We are two peas in a pod. Yes, I've been keeping secrets. You've been keeping secrets. Is that not true?
Of course it's true, I'm a Nosferatu.
All right. So, isn't our friendship supposed to supersede any other kind of drama? Why are you betraying me? I never betrayed you. Why would I betray you?
Because you're poised to. You're ready to. I just know it. I could sense it for so long. And why talk to me about this now? Why now try to be friends? It's too late. I have everything I need right here. And he holds up his mix-mashed, like, hard drive machine.
I've been trying to build a friendship with you. You're just gonna throw that all away just because you have some hard drive?
Okay, cool. Well, here's another point. It's only until I start threatening your life that you make me aware of information that could be threatening my own. Why didn't you tell me about the Primogen until now? I could have been dead forever ago, and you would have known.
The prince ordered me to keep it a secret. And I
Exactly.
botched my line.
We can rewind it. It's all a fucking Ravnos illusion. It's fine. I don't know why I'm using Nosferatu voice, though.
I was supposed
like
to say that in your vision, not my vision.
Okay, so inverted. Okay.
You know, I was just sitting here going, wait, Whose vision are we in now?
I know it's funny playing two different versions of myself. Yeah.
You should
Okay,
have sat
sweet,
here
that's
reading it. I had to work out who was who for several fucking times. Wait, this isn't the right person to do the. Wait, then that has got to go. Okay.
Okay,
Merrily,
Yeah, I
merrily,
like it,
merrily,
though.
merrily.
FX.
Life is but a dream.
how about you just give me that dossier or throw it away? We can work this out together. What do you need from me?
I would need to know everything. All the dirt you gathered on me, everything you know about the court, everything you know about the Primogen. But I'm not sure. I've been doing this for a while now. It's kind of my life's work. As he like holds the hard drive a little close.
So you're telling me your life's work is collecting dirt on me? That's
Am
sad.
I not a Nosferatu?
Yeah,
Says
but-
the guy with cables and monitors everywhere. When was the last time you washed any of these walls?
Do you have to wash walls?
Price is Right. Family. It's a
I
knockout.
mean, I vacuum.
Royal Variety knockout.
Do you
Noel's
mean
house
that?
party.
Do you mean what you said about friendship? Have you really felt that way the whole time?
Yeah, friendship. Look, here's the thing, FX. You want me to come clean on everything. Why don't you hook up your computer onto one of these monitors and let's actually see what information you have? For all I know, this is a bunch of fake blackmail material. And you don't really know anything.
Sure, let's see it. I can show you.
Right.
Assuming the illusion has made up dirt.
Do we have compatible cables to plug
Yeah, do
one
we?
of my
Yeah.
illusionary monitors into his illusory Omega or whatever?
Yep.
Great. Great.
I'll hook it up.
I remember the size of PCs at the time, which is why you've got an Amiga.
Oh. Yeah, and hook it up. It would ideally have like all the dirt he's been collecting on me, you know, like photos of him sneaking off, him like watching me, like that kind of stuff. Like, you know, maybe some extra,
Oh,
you know, more intense things.
yeah, interesting. So, you have a collection of me collecting dirt on you. Okay.
That's a dirty movie.
Not just on me. Everywhere you go. I've been watching you, chronicling you. And I'm not the only one. Like what I said. Piper, others. We're just so interested in what you're going to do next.
Yeah, I mean, what I do next really depends on what the prince tells me. Who do you think I've been collecting all this information for?
You really lack that much self-motivation. You don't do anything. Because from what I've gathered, you function outside the rules as much as you can. You can hide behind the prince, claim that's all that you're doing.
Yep,
But
that's
the
what I'm
Richard
doing.
I know
I
is
plead the
too
prince.
inquisitive for that. No. You're not just some soldier. You're not just some peon.
You're right.
Let's be
I
real.
can't punch anything. These are noodle arms.
Yeah.
I'm good with computers.
Which makes you a threat, especially with the way the world's going.
Yeah, did you know I have a laptop?
What's that?
Exactly.
Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Oh,
we're not doing. We're not.
Trust me, you'll learn all about laptops probably in another 10 or so years. This is a prototype, my dude.
I had a Tandy 6000 during this time.
I had an Amstrad CPC. Runs on cassette tapes. Well, spinning Table of Horrors logo. Back to stage. Olena being confronted by the stagehand and your sire. The sire, your sire, looks at you earnestly. Your fugue. Your fugue. It has to be. It's the only solution to this, Olena.
Stagehand gives him a sidelong glance and just kind of like shakes their head, shrugs at Elena.
Okay, fine. Let's do this. And I'll walk up to the microphone.
Maybe don't.
When I get up there, I will start vocalizing and just making it up as I go along. Going as high of a note as I can get without doing any sort of abilities.
You still got to. Is it alright to give you roll charisma performance, please?
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Cool.
I'm not using any.
Cool.
She should sing Like a Virgin by Madonna.
Oh, I know
No,
what
I'm
she's gonna
purposely
say.
making this up so no one knows that I'm not singing the right thing.
Whoa!
Olena.
Any higher
And
than
that is also because you have speciality. That is, like, super
Yeah.
fantastic crit. Olena, you begin your rendition. First of all, going through motions, singing things, and learning to put yourself into the state of a fugue, tuning into this song, letting it take you over. You start off with a few crazed sibling routines, maybe going into Burn in Hell or something like that, before just letting the rhythm take you over. You feel like you're singing backwards lyrics, which I'm not going to play because the last time we did that we got a copyright strike. But you recognize them as the lyrics you once found in the old, abandoned haven by the killer. The crowd responds to this in rapture, moshing, forming death pits, and slowly a
You
circle
do
of
realize
death
I just want to
appears
sing the
before them.
actual fugue.
Yeah.
Okay.
Descending into a circle of death as the crowd slowly begins to murder each other. You're going to take 1 willpower damage.
What happens when you run out of willpower?
What happens when you run out of willpower? You could frenzy very easily.
Okay. That was not a rhetorical question.
Are you out of willpower?
I'm out of willpower.
I'd like you to do a self-control roll for me, please. It's only going to be difficulty 6.
I have been waiting for one of us to lose all our willpower.
You are able to just about keep yourself under control. The fugue does not come forth, quite to your relief. Your sire looks at you with a disappointed look. The stagehand comes out, stands next to you in front of this bloody scene of the crowd. Get a willpower point back. And the stagehand says...
I do?
Yes.
Oh, thank God.
And the stagehand says... Spinning Table of Horrors logo. Octavia.
Mm-hmm.
No. Did that thing again. Not Octavia. Yes, Octavia. Fuck
I
me.
say it's not me.
Oh.
Octavia! You follow the figure through the doorway. Remember that? Stepping into the derelict warehouse alongside the piper. Though the rest of the coterie no longer seem to be with you. Standing in front of you is a man you've not seen before, wearing a worn, heavy leather jacket and faded black jeans. His hand is outstretched, holding onto Peter's shoulder. This unknown man hisses out to you and Piper from behind the surprisingly calm Peter. Why do you seek this one out in particular?
I do not understand your question.
You came in here only after this one entered. Has he wronged you?
You said above table, you said that I don't recognize the person?
You don't recognize the
Peter.
person holding Peter. There's
But
Peter in
he's
front of you and this
saying-
unknown figure who's restraining him.
Oh, and I am the one?
You and
like,
Piper are in
seeking
front of
Peter?
him. Yeah. So he
He's
was saying.
asking why we went in after Peter.
Mr. Pan.
I mean, technically, more than Peter, I've been wanting to see Lorvan, but sure. I look at him and I'm like, I mean, he didn't necessarily wronged me, but he's definitely somebody that might be involved in a bigger scheme against my kind, possibly. But
Does he? He
I
has a
just wanna-
value to you.
Yes.
If I give him to you, would you give yourself to me?
Who are you?
I can be anyone you want me to be.
Well, I need you to be you and tell me who you are.
Just come and go. What would you like to call me? All it
I can
is
spell
then.
that.
I don't know, your name? Your own name? The name that you go for? The name that you prefer to be referred as? I don't
You're
like this game.
so young. Names come and go, just like kine. Drop like flies. There's no
I
point in holding on to
understand.
one.
I changed mine several times. I get it. I'm just asking you what you were calling yourself. But you want to
go
do
with-
these little silly games. For what? Wasting
For
my time?
fun! Don't you want to have fun?
Fun? I have been awake for less than a week. Probably. Who knows? My mind has been messed up. People kidnapped me, experimented on me. I have lost everything I've had so far. I don't know this world anymore.
You sound like you have troubles. Bond yourself to me, and you could be a most useful method of destruction.
Are you insane?
The worst pickup line ever.
Don't use that one. Sanity is for the weak. You lose concept of such boring things. I'm glad you agree. Does your friend?
I'm not going to bond with you. I don't even know you.
That's the fun. I'm
Your
far
concept
older.
of fun is not my own personal concept of fun.
Yeah,
You'll
with the
come
kazoo
round.
noises, there's the hand gestures that with the noises maybe for you.
I am far older and far more powerful than you can imagine. It would behoove you to cooperate with me.
Is this
And
a
I'm
threat?
offering you I don't need to bother with threats. I'm offering you a present. You can have this thing in exchange for being bonded to me.
No, thank you.
Sounded like a dying camel.
I have many talents.
I'd rather not. Thank you very much. I appreciate the offer, but it is not for me.
You're so boring. With that, he'll just grab Peter's head, push his back and slowly watch as his head comes away from his body.
I'm
Octavia!
gonna offer a hand. Invitation to waltz.
He needs a bit more than a hand. Octavia, Peter, and the unknown man disappear, leaving the Piper in the drafty warehouse with small pieces of broken, factory-abandoned equipment. Around the small pieces of dust-ridden detritus, from behind you, you hear a new voice. You really are a pain. You've given me a cornucopia of diseased dreams. Who even are you?
Waves. And once again, a hand is extended in an offer of dance.
Can't you just run along? Isn't there a children's show missing its sound effect?
Theatrical bow.
So what are you? Something isn't right with you, to see through my gifts. You're like a thorn in my side.
Affronted hands.
I see something different with you, about you. Do you owe those who you came with anything, especially your loyalty?
The glance is brief and laden with a disdain to suggest. And what do you think I owe you?
I'm not saying you owe me or anyone anything. That's the point. What do you want in this unlife?
Again, the hand is extended in an offer to dance.
If we will, then I'll bring out a fucking scene. Maybe. If we are to dance, hopefully. Oh, that's archive. Don't use that one. Then let us at least make it interesting. The warehouse around you melts away into a palatial ballroom. It is completely empty, apart from yourself and this stranger, whose clothes have now changed to be more in line with something like a 17th century French aristocrat.
There's a dismissive glance around this scenery. Such pageantry. Such artifice. And that's all it is. How dull. But nonetheless, we take their hand and we dance.
Now, if this is how you prefer things, what do you want in this unlife? Why not join with me? Travel a bit, burn some things down, push a few kine off a building, and see what hits the ground. Do you kiss your mother with that kazoo? Do you have a sire? This is an interesting little conundrum we're in, isn't it? I don't want to give up my little toys, and you don't seem to want to budge. How could we resolve this?
I'd say at this moment, the piper, the rhythm of the dance changes and the piper takes the lead in it. That's it, just at this moment. We will
You can
continue
take the
to do
lead,
this.
but if you don't know where to... If you don't know where to wander, then what would be the point?
Mhm.
I wasn't lying. I am losing my voice. Let me get the jizz out of my throat. I wasn't lying. I am powerful. I am ancient. We could achieve so much.
Mhm.
Do you want to reach out with me and take it?
Mhm.
Or should we just dance here for eternity? Or until Gehenna, whichever comes first. Leave your friends under my control, and we could just see how many hundreds of years we stand here.
The Piper makes no effort to stop dancing at this time. There is a kind of fun being had in observation.
Do you
We'll give
hear
the fella a
that?
little spin.
You respond, yeah. And as you... I'm going to imagine it's like the spin and then the arm around, and he looks back at you.
Yes, of course.
Do you hear that? Off in the gentle wind, dancing on the tune?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what it is?
Mm-hmm.
That's right. It's called the break. Hit it, Noscavian!
Just radiating boredom with that whole idea. Completely unimpressed.
Not only does he fall, he falls so harshly, so unprepared, he actually ends up bashing the back of his head. And I'm going to give him 2 damage.
I
Of
think
course, the first proper botch we have is me.
Piper steps back, arms crossed. There's that subtle shift when the kazoo tucked into the mask is, pushed out of the mouth. Tell me, all these questions you've asked, I have one. What is it you want here?
It's all a joke, isn't it? I can sense you. I can feel you. You're not much younger than me. Isn't this all hollow? Pointless? The only thing there is to make is fun for ourselves. And it's far more fun watching the headless kine run around. Much more fun having a reputation. Not answering to any prince or anyone.
may be older and yet so immature.
What's the point of being mature and taking things seriously? Everything's a joke. This whole universe is a joke. Everyone walks around thinking there's some sort of meaning, looking for a punchline to a joke, looking for a punchline that doesn't exist to a joke that doesn't even get asked. There is nothing here except that for which we make. Now that we are immortal, why not make your own point? Enjoy
yet-
it.
I've yet to hear you laugh.
I'm laughing on the inside.
The Piper could not look any less impressed. Just this. What are you doing here? Truly, what are you doing here? Do these petty games satisfy you? Is this your
No.
idea of fun?
Not much satisfies me these days.
So I can see.
Spread a web. See what falls into it. They'll amuse me for a few more nights. And then, just like I'm about to do with you, I will take every single drop of them.
The itsy bitsy spider climbs up the water spout. You know the next lines, don't you?
Enlighten me.
Down came the rain and washed the spider out.
What are you doing?
You know what? I'm gonna throw a little bit of passion into these words. Whatever he's feeling now. See if we can amplify it.
Show me passion, please.
Oh, you meant the description. Someone had to make the joke.
Ooh, charisma and empathy, please. Absolutely. You watch as this man's very posture, very energy that comes off him begins to rise. You can feel a heat of anger almost. He begins seething. All four of his fangs still bare. And he charges directly at you. How would you like to respond?
With the classic, I'd like to not.
Dex
Roll just a five
Athletics. Unfortunately, you are not able to sidestep out of the way fast enough as this Ravnos comes crashing into you. You will take 1 damage. You are bruised.
Okie doke.
You feel it, don't you? It's calling the same way it's calling to me. Quieter for you, perhaps. But for me, it's like a constant cacophony.
So why don't you dance?
I think the time for dance is at an end. Lurch forward towards you, and he is going to try and restrain you. How would you like to respond? Should have waited for that one.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm gonna once again try to not dance out of the way, as it were.
Dex Athletics, please. We're not very good at this, either of us. But you are still able to easily glide gracefully out of the way as this lurching figure comes towards you once more. He's quite embarrassed by the fact you seem to be so slippery. He stands there for a moment, readjusts himself and his clothes.
There's that moment just as the Piper dances away, slippery as we are. There's just the playful tap on the shoulder. Tag, you're it. I'm just gonna skip away. And so let me read something real quick.
I also just realised I didn't use any of my soak rolls, but I could have. Oops.
Because I think if I can, it might be fun with the tag you're it, this Master of Illusion. Let's just, throw a little bit of them the haunting at him. Just, tit for tat.
Oh, show me the haunting, please.
Tag you're it.
Okay, roll the haunting, please.
I can find things on my sheet. One moment.
And what were you going to say with it as well?
Oh no, it was just tag you're it.
Oh, just tag it. Okay. It seems to be one of those strange nights, doesn't it? Shall we return to dancing? And he'll put a hand behind his back and extend the other out.
The Piper's skipping away. We've moved on to a different game.
It's always got to be so hard. I feel like Pepe Le Pew right now. Okay.
So Stellis has kindly bought a success.
Okay. That's going to happen on the next roll, though. I'm not retroactive now. We've gone past that, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I was gonna say a success for what?
But you can bank it. And I'm going to spend a willpower. As the figure steps back, sighs, clicks his fingers, and suddenly you are surrounded by flames, all encompassing you. I'd like you to roll self-control. Difficulty 7 for that one, please.
Let me just check something real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember what things are.
Sure you do.
And I just clicked the thingy, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Piper.
But Celis
Suddenly.
Success.
Go on then. Go on then. Piper.
Hard hands.
Give you... Still not enough successes, though. You still have, because difficulty 7, 0 successes.
Yeah.
I'll let you bank the other success, so just for that, though. So, Piper, suddenly feeling something you haven't felt, perhaps for a long time, perhaps ever in your unlife. Certainly not since coming back out of the sewers. The beast inside of you is screaming. These flames all around you, licking at your body, the sheer temperature. You're surrounded. There's nothing you can do. You are in sheer fright. You are going to come jumping through those flames and pounce upon the apparition. I'd like you to first of all do dexterity athletics, please.
Okie doke. Sure, all this is this not what the beast is for?
And strength and brawl, please.
Yes, brawl. I definitely know where to find that on my sheet. There we go. Okay. So remember that that thing Richard said about noodle arms?
But you have a success.
Hey!
Back from earlier. And then the result of a draw, that's going to go to you.
Hey!
As you are able to heroically, even though panicking, jump through the fire, landing straight on the figure before you, using him almost as a kindred cushion. Now that you are out of the fire, he is distracted, on the floor. This unknown bird-like figure on top of him. The beast is still itching away at you, but no longer in control. What would you like to do while you have this figure restrained?
Nah, man, if now ain't the time and now ain't the place, like, that bird mask is being pushed up just enough to bear them 4 fangs. We going for the throat.
3. All 4 of your fangs extended. You feel them pierce this figure's flesh, tapping into the blood and beginning to draw it in. How deep would you like to drink?
That's a good question. That's a very good question, actually. Perhaps I'll flip a coin. Let's see what we can get away with.
Draining a whole lot and a bit
I'm
more.
gonna take what I can.
You can drain him for free. And he will just devolve into torpor. This rotten, dried out corpse in front of you. You may completely fill your blood pool.
Okie doke.
And as you have drained him, he is in torpor. The rest of his illusions have all been lifted. And you will find the coterie can all see each other, can see you, and this rotten, desiccated corpse out on the floor as the illusion has been lifted.
I knew it! I fucking knew it!
Oh, thank God that wasn't real.
Right?
just a
I
dream,
was
huh?
thinking the same thing.
Wipes mouth
Yeah.
with back of hand, mask comes back down.
So, FX, what was your dream about?
I was back at Sticky's, and you and Piper were there, and
Oh.
we were kind of just hanging out. Yeah.
That sounds like a nice dream.
Boring dream.
Yeah.
It was. Yeah. Yeah, it was. And he gives you a look like maybe we should talk later. Just kind of like a.
Yeah, my dream was it was different. It was different. But you were there.
Great.
While the others
Anyone-
are chatting, I'm definitely running this corpse's pockets.
Wonderful. You both dreamed about each other.
Yeah, it was super romantic.
You know what?
I would like.
I'll take a dream over FX. over a dream of the Tremere any day.
Oh, true. Yeah. FX would notice Piper with the corpse, or the.
Hyper quick perception alertness. Sorry.
Aye.
Oh no, you're good.
Casually just running this fella's pockets.
Yeah,
would
I did ask,
say-
who's this dude?
Yeah, I'm assuming you're the one that he's the Ravnos, and you got us out.
Oh, we missed all
Just
the
ta-da
fun.
hands.
I was not having fun.
That's what I'm saying. We missed all the fun.
Yeah.
Head lowered, hands extended in sort of just nonverbal apology.
A question was like the decapitated Peter like an illusion as well, or is the decapitated Peter body on the floor?
It was all an illusion.
Okay.
Even the figure you saw was not actually the Ravnos.
Okay.
Piper, frisking over the body, you find one single item. Business card with a red dragon emblazoned upon it.
Examined. It's not particularly shiny, so it's handed over to whoever happens to be standing nearest.
I'll grab it. Does it look similar to like the Zamisi dragon?
Do for me, wits occult.
Okay.
It looks exactly like the
Okay.
Zamis symbol.
Nice. I'm gonna flip it over and see what it says, if it says anything. Nothing, just the image. Okay.
You mean to say
Dimitri,
Hearing that
have
is
weird
something.
shit, we'll make it.
you mean this business
Underneath, Cronenberg yourself, only £10.
Occult carpenter.
You mean to say this
That's
this,
Jesus.
You mean to say this dragon business card doesn't like have a number or an address to like a dungeon or anything like that?
Yeah, what's the point of a business card?
I'm pretty sure it's some type of Zamisi connection. I don't know. Maybe he's working with him. Maybe he's a fan.
Can I see that business card?
Sure. I'll hand it to him.
Can I use Spirit's Touch on the business card?
Show me
I think you're
Spirit's
gonna use Sense
Touch.
the unseen.
Uh,
Perception, empathy.
oops. Oh, there it is. Do you want me
I
to-
don't know why I'm saying perception. Just roll Spirit's Touch, isn't it? God almighty shit. As you channel your vitae into the various parts of your body, your eyes, your brains, and even your fingertips holding this card, the only impression you get is of a cold shadow handing over this card to the Ravnos about 2-3 weeks ago.
So, I handed back the business card. It looks like the owner, some cold, shadowy figure, handed that business card to our Ravnos friend. I guess maybe someone.
So like a Zamisi. Maybe like a
maybe
corpse, like a vampire.
they were
like a
cold
Zamisi.
and shadowy. I'm just getting impressions, so maybe that was a Zamisi. Maybe it was a Lasamba pretending to be a Zamisi. Or maybe it was a Tremere trying to frame the Zamisi.
Okay, enough with the Tremere. And Ambrosia's actually going to walk up to the body on the floor, and she's going to pull out her stake and she's going to ram it into the chest. And she's just going to just look at everybody, just in case.
Nod, nod, nod.
Sure.
And then she's going to eye Richard,
Is it? Is
just in case.
that dead body is rotting though, right? Is that even kindred? Can I do
I
an inspection
assume
check on the
so.
body? Because
Yeah,
it's
I
a
thought it
rotting
was a
corpse, right?
husk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
a
It's been put in
desiccated-
torpor.
Oh,
been put in
okay.
torpor.
Okay,
Oh,
check.
Okay.
Understood.
Yeah, and she just put the stake through its heart.
Yeah, it's going to take extra measures.
But it was
like that.
it was more of a message to Richard.
Oh, why?
I think there's the moment where the Piper reaches out, and we're just gonna casually steal Richard's hat again.
I dare you to fling it.
well, I guess we deliver the goods.
Hat is already on
Yeah.
my head.
I don't
Before
see
we
why
go,
not.
Though, I think I want to take another look around.
Nod,
I
nod,
can
nod.
help.
Yeah, maybe we can find
Yeah.
a
Free
way out
action
of it.
is.
Not fine. Okay. Just checking. Just being sure.
Yeah, it's worth it. You never know.
I'll come with you, Alina.
Yeah, I'm looking less for evidence and more for anything shiny that looks worth pocketing. But like, yeah, no.
As Octavia and Alina are probably taking a little private stroll, as anything the two daughters would like to say in this sort of private moment. Don't have to.
How you holding up?
I mean, I don't know. What did you see?
I saw a stage. Funny enough. And my sire. Pretty obvious it wasn't him. Didn't kiss like him. What'd you see?
He wanted to bond with me.
Like bond or like bond?
Like blood bond. To be subservient to him.
Oh, you did not take him up on that offer, did you?
No. No.
Okay. Man, everyone
And
wants a piece of you.
he said Peter was there. But I think it might just it was well, he decapitated him with his hands, so but
Oh, I
once
wish.
I got out of it, like there was no Peter, so I believe he was just probably disguising himself as Peter.
Would have been two birds, one stone there.
I mean, it technically was one bird, one stone. Guess. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't remember this person, and I don't know why he wanted me to serve him. I mean, it doesn't seem like he asked anybody else.
Maybe not directly, but I wonder if it would have got there eventually. I mean, he was pretending to be my sire.
That's true. Well, either way, seems like the Piper took care of it, so we can return him. It seems like he's
Wish I
very
could have seen that.
powerful.
To who? The Ravnos or the Piper?
The Revnons. I mean, and the Piper too. Like
The Piper just took him
it's like
out.
they took him
so-
out. Yeah. So, what do you guys know about the Piper?
Not much, actually. They they're pretty mysterious, actually. I always assumed good intentions, but I don't know.
Well, either way, seems like what we came to do is done. Do you think that this was just a trap that like Peter slash the Ravnos slash whomever he was, they were, um, brought us here perhaps? Like was
Yes,
I don't
something's fishy. Like, why
why
did the
this
Ventrue send us
place?
here? Exactly.
Yeah.
It very much seems like a trap. I wonder if Ventrue dude's gonna be disappointed when we come back.
I wonder if they were in 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 cahoots together or something.
Maybe we should take this to the prince instead.
I definitely, yeah, I don't, I mean, was the Primogen, like the Ventrue, like clear about what he wanted from the Ravnos? Did he need the Ravnos to just go away, or like, go away figuratively?
You're expecting me to remember that? I mean, just wanted him dead, right? Above table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dealt with.
He just,
Gone.
yeah, he
So
just
you just
wanted him
wanted them
dead.
Wanted to
okay,
make sure the guy
but-
didn't touch his stuff.
So did he give you all information on this?
Nope.
Okay. He just said, "Hey, I need this Ravnos gone.
And you owe me a boon, so go
Take
kill him.
care of it." Okay, I see. Of course.
Feels like a setup to me.
I don't know.
Maybe we should ask everyone else what they think we should do.
I agree. While we are chatting, is anything come up? Like, what kind of place is this? Like, what kind of warehouse? Like, what?
It's
Is
the
there
old
something
MG car
hiding here?
factory. There's nothing much left of any interest. A few pieces of old abandoned industrial equipment, some heavier pieces from a factory line that couldn't be moved, evidence of homeless... What's the word? Living in.
Could
That kind of thing.
we like assume that this Ravnos was just staying here
Yeah.
as like temporary haven of some sort?
That'd be a very reasonable conclusion.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I believe that this might just be where he was staying for the moment while in city. He was meddling in our things, like in what we were doing. There is no like journal, like no belongings, no nothing.
Nothing. I like the way you're thinking, but no.
Okay.
Would you like to collect the body and head out?
Yeah. Yeah. We'll come back eventually, like after the chat, and like kind of, report like it seems like that this is just a place where he was sleeping at for the time being, but we couldn't locate any belongings or anything left behind.
Imagine the Piper proudly presents a handful of like a pebble, like a lost like bolt that got missed in the cleanup, like literal just junk. Seems very pleased
That's
about
really
it.
good. Good, thank you, Pepper.
Nod,
but
nod.
yeah, we should probably go. I guess like we completed what we came for.
Yeah. Let's get the fuck out of here. What do you say? It's called the Four Pillars, right? That was the hotel. Something like that.
Yeah, but do you
No.
want to take him back to him, or like
Yeah,
this
that's
really
what we were
felt like a trap.
discussing.
To the Ventru. You don't want to take him to the Ventru?
Why would we take him to the Ventru?
Well, because they're the ones that tasked us to do
Oh.
this. Like,
I
Yeah.
heard Tremere in my head. Yeah, but doesn't this feel like we were set up to be killed here?
I
Like,
don't know.
is this
I mean,
Venture
it's
going to be surprised when we roll back up?
if he is, then that confirms that we should just go to the prince right after. I mean, assuming we survive. But I don't know. I don't want to piss off the Ventru at all. It's the last
Should
thing
we?
someone
I
like
mean,
might say we
did
owe him
he
2
say
goals
that
then.
he needed the body?
No. He just said we had to
I just
confirm
need
the
him
kill.
gone.
Yeah, we just had
Okay,
to
could
kill
we
him and go
just-
back. Yeah.
We could,
Fine, we give the body to the prince.
You want to hang on? Yeah, you want to hang on to it and then tell him that
Could
we
we
killed it?
possibly? Yeah.
Yeah. That's 2 birds, 1
That body
stone.
is
I don't
not
see
staying
why
in my haven.
okay. Well,
Well,
here-
we could take it to the prince. He never told
Okay.
us that we can't say anything about it. It's
Okay.
like we're not
Right.
breaching our word or anything.
here's a
And we
thought.
are not breaking any rules by destroying it. We will let the prince destroy the body. It's his right.
Yeah, we'll let the
Piper
prince
holds up a
decide,
finger at
you know.
FX's comment and sort of the so gesture, head tilted.
Also,
Taps finger to side of nose, winks conspiratorially, gestures at body.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We are on the same page. Yes. Okay. Yeah. No. Mhm.
Finger
Great.
to beak.
Heading
So
out.
we're we're gonna take the body to
Go
the
see what
prince
this been.
and then tell the Ventru we killed the guy. Right?
yeah.
I hate it when you
Is
plan
that
so
order?
well.
You know what
Enough for
I
him.
am curious about
Shiver, stop smirking.
is how he knew things about me that others, not even you guys, know.
Yeah, I thought about that too. Except for mine wasn't that specific. I mean, if someone was following us for long enough, they might have figured out some of the stuff in mine.
But he knew members of my chantry, and I've never mentioned them.
You're
Piper taps
saying
their head.
this Ravenos had insider information that only a Tremere would know.
Or a Ventru.
Well, no. Well, a Tremere that lives in the chantry, yes, my home.
Specifically a Tremere that lives in the Chantry. This is... I think we know who sent this Ravenos.
Yes, within true.
No, a Tremere from your Chantry.
Oh
Clearly.
my god.
How else would the Ravnos have all that insider information that you know? Unless
Did anybody else have personal information that took you by surprise that this Ravenos shouldn't have known?
no.
He didn't know how to kiss.
I mean, yes and no. Not really.
Okay, then it's not no. Richard, shut up.
Look, hey,
I know
I'm-
someone who's not getting any XP.
I just sees it like I calls it. I'm not trying to throw anyone under the bus, certainly not you. I just think it's interesting that this Ravenos knew things very specific to your Chantry. I don't think it's you at all, but I think it's someone at your Chantry is trying to get at us.
Taps head again, wiggly magic
mean,
fingers.
Ambrosia, you're a woman on the inside. We need you.
I hate that he's not wrong. Like, I mean, he might be mistaken, but ultimately you have nothing to lose by watching the Chantry. Because what if he's right? Just keep an eye on it.
I hate to admit this, but you do have a point. I will take back the shut up.
Oh, how polite.
Thank you.
Golf clap.
Right. We good to go then? No?
No.
Why?
Shrugs. Like, not the shrug of, like, I don't know, but the shrug of the like, a very pointed shrug. Gesture to door.
Okay. Maybe I'll just bring the van up a little bit closer so we can move the body in without it being as conspicuous. Just give me a sec. And go out, grab it, bring it up.
You're going out! Ah! As you head out into the night, finally, where you... As you
I
head
just get
out into the
shot as
night,
soon as I walk out.
you recognize the Constable Celestra. Her bright blue lycra outfit and overlaid yellow aerobics outfit is unmistakable. She tilts her head as her perm seems to take a moment to catch up with her before she simply addresses you. You're one of the coterie with the Piper, correct?
Yeah, FX.
Could you pass it on that the Ventru Reginald Smythe is subject to a blood hunt? Diablerizing him
real?
has been forbidden. He is Ventru after all, but this domain can be rewarded to whomsoever brings the prince's justice.
Great.
Also, Richard and the Piper, they have an appointment with the prince as soon as possible.
Okay.
Well, that's very
let him
convenient.
know.
We were just on our way to visit the prince.
Yeah.
Isn't it just FX out there?
Oh, I thought we
That's
all.
what I was going to say, but I wasn't going to say it.
My bad.
I mean,
'Cause I was holding
he
back
can walk out,
comments.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also like was holding back comments because I was gonna be like, Olina, we were right.
He'd just be like, yeah, I'll let him know, but actually, you could do me a favor. So that's
Excuse me.
Sorry, you're right. We have a situation in which you might be able to expedite some results if you are amenable. We were tasked by Smythe to kill Ravnos, and we actually have the body in here, and we were going to bring it over to the prince and kind of let you guys know, and then we were going to meet up with him. It's kind of crazy how all this worked out. Do you want
Is
to come
there
in
a
and
point
look?
to this boring story?
You want to take the body with you, and then we can,
No.
you know. Okay. Whatever. I just thought I'd ask. All right, I'll
Do
let
I
him
look
know.
like a dead kindred delivery service?
No, but you look like someone who maybe want to, you know, help out every once in a while. That's why you're a
Then
constable,
your
right?
perceptions are incredibly bad, especially for a Nosferatu.
Why does everyone in this court talk to me like this? Okay, I'll see you
Because
later.
you're Nosferatu.
Yeah, I get that. Thank you. I'll talk to you
It
later.
could be
I'll let him
worse.
know.
At least you're not Tremere.
True. And he's saying this as he like opens the door and walks back into where everyone else is.
I'm having ferret rage. But you can't see my war dance.
She did not say that
That's
about
what
the
you
Tremere
get
for
when you
real.
play Tremere. Aw.
She didn't really say that. The Tremere have a certain respect in Abingdon amongst most of the SPCs. Oxford, no.
Yeah, but he would just walk in. He would say, "Hey, saw a constable." It turns out Smythe has a bloodhound on him. I'm getting kind of a kick out of all the irony here.
Oh,
Yeah,
I knew
yeah,
it.
yeah. Diablery's not allowed.
Yeah,
Yeah, Diablery's not
yep,
allowed.
we smell that.
But from what I gathered, it seemed like that, you know, some domain might be up for grab if you catch him. But aside from that, he points at Piper and Richard. Apparently, the prince wants to see you too. Like,
So
I don't
what
know
are
why.
what are we supposed to do with the body?
I don't know. The
I'd like to
constables-
point out the obvious thing here that you seem to be skirting around, right? There is a blood hunt on the Ventru.
Mm-hmm.
Only you know where the Ventru
Yeah.
is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why
Yeah,
he's
let's
so
go
giddy.
kill him.
Yeah.
I'd do that first, but okay.
Yeah, let's go kill him.
Well, we haven't done
But-
anything. Yeah, we're just.
hey,
If
you know what?
I would like to take
You're the one that always tells us to roleplay more.
I would like to take the Ravenos to my chantry. Because
No.
No.
I need to find out some things. And why Am I not allowed to take him to the chantry?
Because we're gonna take the Ravenos to the prince.
Yeah. Aside from the obvious reasons of like blood magic and all that bullshit, I
Mhm.
think we're in an excellent opportunity to go kill Smythe.
Yeah, let's do that. And then we can bring 2 bodies to the prince and make the prince extra happy.
Exactly.
Weekend at Bernie's and Weekend at Bernie's too.
Yeah, and then the Tremere can't do anything weird with the Ravnos' body. And it all works out. And we'll all sing Kumbaya.
I also don't want to piss off the prince, and it seems like giving the body to the Tremere without asking the prince first, not a good idea.
Yeah, if the prince
That's
says
true.
you can
Especially
have the body, by
considering
all
that
means.
Yeah, no, I totally agree.
Well,
he had enough
let us,
power to like put illusions in all of our brains. That has to be a very powerful kindred right there.
Yeah.
I honestly am not comfortable knowing that it would be in the hands of the Tremere. Nothing against you, Ambrosia, but
Well, you don't want him in my hands. How am I not supposed to take that any other way?
No,
It's not,
It's not you.
because-
hand.
Yeah, you
it's not
can't
your
watch
hands,
it
it's your Chantry's
24/7.
hands.
Yeah. You've been cool, like genuinely. You help us out, you do a great job, but you know, your clan's done some really fucked up shit, especially to
And
other
I
kindred.
mean, Gemini literally was doing some very shady shit for the past 100+ years.
That's Gemini. But not all
Gemini
of us
was still in
Tremere,
your Chantry, Ambrosia.
But not every Tremere is like that. I was hoping that I would be evidence of that.
You are, but you
Yeah.
are one in a Chantry.
If you could guarantee me that that body will not be touched by any other Tremere, then maybe. But you can't make that promise. You can't be watching it all of the time.
No, I can't make that promise.
And that is exactly why it would be better if the prince just dealt with it. Since it's like this kindred is related to the one that is blood hunted at the moment.
There's kind of a
Exactly.
dismissive wave from the Piper.
I just want to get into his head to find out why he knew things about my chantry.
Spooky magic fingers from the Piper again.
I would probably think that with the abilities that this kindred shown us, he could have easily gotten infiltrated and gotten to figure out a lot of things under everybody else's noses. So
But we can
Well, this-
discuss this more. I will say the longer we wait, the more likely it is someone else finds that.
I
venture.
agree.
Yes, let's go.
Let's go to that rendezvous point. The 5 Pillars
Yeah.
There's
Salon or
Babby.
whatever it was.
Yeah.
She's
4
gonna
pillars,
take
something
that
like
stake back out because she's probably gonna need it.
Yeah, there's just the Piper gestures to the body, finger across throat. Dismissive wave.
Oh, we should probably leave that stake in there.
Does anybody else have another stake that we can use?
Me,
I mean, I
Was
guess we
there-
could probably make one. We just need
Was
some
there spare wood in the warehouse?
wood
Yeah.
and sharpen.
that'll be, yeah. You'll find
Yeah,
like
I'll go in,
smallest,
pick up a piece of wood.
horrible, rotten splinter. It's you know it's fairly long, but if anything, it'll go in and it's more like an insult than a stake.
And-
but it's perfectly
And it's
serves
already
a
got a
function.
hole. Yeah, it's already got a hole in him.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, as long as it works.
You got wood.
Because I think, do you truly think the prince will care?
I don't know. I just don't want to be caught with my pants down.
Let's go. We're wasting time.
You'll head to your vehicles, taking note of the streetlights that are cutting through the darkness once more. The thick smoke that lingered over the town has completely dissipated, leaving no trace of any of the night's events, or even the daredevil itself. Starting a relatively short drive from the factory to the hotel, Is there anything you would like to talk about en route?
I think we talked about it all before we got in the car.
You bring the car into the large but mostly empty car park. An extremely expensive black car with chrome lining is parked up near the hotel's entrance in a space that seems saved for VIPs. It instantly catches your attention as you approach the entranceway to the angular glass and brick building. You step into the hotel foyer as classical music plays in the warm room. A large seating area with a currently turned-off TV rests in a corner to the far side of the room. Behind the faux wooden reception desk is an extremely well-dressed man staring blankly at a small computer screen. What would you like to do?
Is there a bar area or anything like that?
Just the reception area.
Alina, you're pretty charming. Maybe do you think we could just ask him about Smythe? He is expecting us after all.
Yeah, sure. I'll go up. Hey.
Reception alertness.
Said anything yet.
Sorry to interrupt you, but
No, it's an alert.
okay. Carry on.
I go up to the receptionist. Excuse me, sir.
Receptionist just springs to life, staring daggers at you as he finally breaks his silence. Good evening and welcome to the Four Pillars Abingdon. For security purposes, you are being recorded right now. We are currently not taking any more guests tonight.
Oh, that's no big deal. I'm meeting up with my friend. Do I know
Staring
the Venture's
glass-eyed at you. Reginald Smythe, I believe.
Okay.
I think the constable said it.
Okay. Reginald Smythe, can you tell me what room numbers he's in?
Room 12 is not for guests. Though the man doesn't break eye contact with you, he seems to reach under the desk and place a piece of black glass on the desk, no bigger than a photo frame.
Pick it up.
Man is just staring glass-eyed forward.
Okay. Thank you very much. You've been so helpful. I'll
If
rub
you
into my
step
hands
forward,
and
I will
hand
call
him
the
$1.
police. You are being currently recorded, and I do not believe that would go very well for you.
FX
Why?
would step up and he'd say, I think it's some kind of test. Just like touch it or something. You know how Elysium, they got like the spike or
Oh, okay. I'll put my hand on the glass.
Looks down. The glass does nothing. You're undead. You don't leave a mark. You don't leave any condensation. He looks at you and smiles. You may proceed.
whatever. I'll do the same right after.
He gives you the same smile.
Me too.
Just making sure.
Room 12. Let's go.
Yeah.
You'll
Yeah.
get the same
Follow.
smile.
Sure, we're in now.
Follow in suit.
Please head down the corridor. I will contact room 12 and inform them of your arrival. Good evening. And as you walk past, you'll see that the computer screen is blank, and he turns to stare glass-eyed at it once more. You head through the sharp-angled but narrow... Jesus! You head through the sharp-angled, narrow but oddly tall corridor on glass roofing. It affords you a view of the clear night sky, bright stars and blood-red moon. The warm, thick carpet muffles your footsteps as you proceed onwards, pausing in a large nook with bench and tall window that looks out onto the main road. Would you like to take a moment to talk together before you go to room 12?
You didn't find that a bit strange?
Oh,
Oh, yeah. The receptionist was
Shakes
totally a
head.
ghoul.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure the Venture used this for other shit too, I'd bet.
yeah.
Or Smythe at least.
I think that receptionist definitely has had their mind like bugged out. Probably just been
Not.
so dominated they can't think.
Yeah.
Not.
Yeah.
Also, just looking around as we're moving
Yeah.
forward, any shady anythings around? Any indication that maybe this fella knows something's up and is on lookout for people coming for this reason?
Perception.
Yeah.
He already
alertness.
said we're on camera.
And I want to use aspects on our way there.
Oh yeah, I'll use aspects too. Heightened senses.
Okay. Piper. Yeah. Something that strikes you as strange in this very large hotel that is supposedly not taking guests is there are no guests here.
Ah, you gotta be kidding me. I see nothing.
Heading on?
Very cautiously.
I'll have my gun ready in my pocket,
Mhm.
but not pulled out, just hands in pocket.
I'll also go invisible and shadow the group. Well, I'll use unseen presence and shadow the group.
Yep. Yep. You arrive at the door to room 12. It instantly opens before you without any outside force. It seems the scent of expensive perfume mixed with incense dances out of a small door crack and into your nostrils. Everyone heading in?
Yerp.
Should we have left that body in the car unattended?
Yeah, the van smells like shit anyway. I don't think anyone will notice.
Shrugs.
Well, it's not like we could have brought it in here.
No, I was gonna say someone should stay with it, but will they know?
Shrugs.
Yes, but we have a
You're
job to
having
do.
this conversation in the open doorway to room 12, just so you know.
Yeah, that was kind of being an under my breath thing, not a extended conversation thing.
Hey, should we have left that body in the car?
Yeah, and Ambrosius.
Any of y'all know anything
speaking-
about vampires? You cautiously enter the room and are instantly awestruck by the lavish decorations within the hotel room. Slumped in a corner sofa chair is a man drifting in and out of consciousness, blood dribbling from his nose with small pieces of yellowed white crystals that reflect from a crystal chandelier that lights up the four-poster bed and crimson walls. A long, polished, smooth rosewood table and chairs runs through the middle of the windowless, warm room. Sat at the head of the table, several feet away from you, sitting in a large, almost throne-like chair is a lady in a black and silver bodice, leather trousers underneath a mesh-like short skirt. The lady does not stand in your presence. Instead, her blood-red lips part as she brushes her long, thick, blue-black hair over her shoulder and simply says, "You can call me Pandora, but in this town most kindred whisper my name as Anisadora, with fear and respect. Sit
Pandora.
down."
Do I know her? I can't remember. Do I know Pandora?
Probably not at this stage.
Okay. We in one of the non-canon games I did, so. Okay.
The impulse to give a friendly wave is shifted to an elegant bow, and we take a seat.
Is the
Take a
man
seat.
that is slumped over with blood on his nose the Ventru? Okay. I find a place to sit.
We were supposed to meet somebody here. Is he not going to show?
I'll sit cross-legged on the bed.
That's how you wish to start this? You have heard the name Anisadora spoken. I'm sure that you have forgotten it actually pleases me. Now, you mentioned something about that excuse of a Ventru, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were supposed to meet up with him.
Yeah.
Here.
Ah, Ventru. There are only two kinds of Ventru. Mithras, and those who try to be Mithras. This one broke easily. Do any of you think you could handle me?
How'd you get to him first? Damn.
I'm not interested in acquiring domain here, nor should any of you.
Neither
The
am I.
prince
I
is
just wanted to
unlike
see him dead.
Leans forward a little bit, listening intently.
The prince is unlikely to let ones as young as you hold actual land here. She'll have you staked and thrown somewhere to be forgotten. And if she doesn't, then the price of the domain will be becoming her direct pawn. And then you'll just have to wait to feel the cold metal in your back one night. Or day. You should ask her for a boon instead. Make her feel like she's doing you a favor and the land belongs to her, and you'll keep your unlives.
That's good advice.
Yeah.
I didn't want the land anyways. I have no use for it.
Nah. You'll need proof that you have dispatched the Ventru, won't you?
Yeah.
I've
I
had
mean,
the
I just kind of want to
ashes.
see proof he's dead anyway.
I had the ashes disposed, flushed down the loo. You may take this ring. It is the Ventru's. It was the Ventru's. Gaudy little bauble as it is. And she slides the solid gold ring with an emerald inlaid across the table to you all. In exchange for this, I ask you for something. You already have your price, and as I say, I am asking. You may refuse me. Nobody says no to me.
And
There is a painting I covet. It's called The Wounded Figure. The portrait was torn to pieces at some point and hidden away. It is said that should all the pieces be united, then from the very earth itself shall a great power be born. I don't care for myths, but a story to art, that has my heart. You can identify the portrait from the figure's left arm that bears deep, heavy wounds that do not bleed. The artwork, they say, is so exquisite you can see bone and muscle tissue within the wounds. One arm is outstretched towards a crimson moon in a night sky. The face is obscured by a black funeral veil as the body's modesty is preserved with a mourning shroud caught in the wind. Standing over an ox, drowning in a wide river. This is why it is thought to be hidden, or at the very least pieced together in Oxford. Won't you find it for me? I can rely on you, can't I? You all want to make me happy, don't you? I ask for so little in this world, a small joy for myself, a respite in this never-ending jihad. That isn't too much, is it?
There's a glance
Painting?
around at the others, and the piper mimes turning the pages of a book.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. No. FX gives you a fervent nod.
there's a slight sigh from Ambrosia.
The painting sounds kind of cool.
I had two theories to where a piece might be. One hidden away by the Ventru, a theory I can now dismiss, which leaves the treasury beneath the guild hall. Only the prince, the constable, and supposedly one other can even enter, they say. This place is also residence to a nasty spirit which will no doubt hinder anyone inside. How will you get in? I leave that to you. That is your art to create.
I would like a moment with my coterie to discuss this.
I got a
Please
question first.
discuss.
It's not that I don't believe you. You seem to be a very reputable person. But I just want to make sure that we're not going to go claim credit for killing this Ventru and then he shows up the next day. That kind of looks bad.
Hmm. Very well. She'll turn around and grab the man that's pulling in and out of consciousness, throw him onto the table. This man witnessed it. He was, of course, one of his. Now he seems far more interested in other proclivities.
Richard, you're able to see things when you touch them. Could you do that with the ring, please?
Is Pandora still holding the ring?
No, she threw it
Oh,
across. You're free
yeah,
to finger the Venture's ring if you wish.
Okay, I guess Richard would reveal himself as he picks up the ring and uses Spirit's Touch.
I tell you, the dice bot does not like us.
Although it is a very foggy memory, thankfully it's very fresh. And although you do not see anything, you do get this sudden feeling of shock, disappointment, and finally, every single emotion ceases in an instant. As well as this overall feeling of just being arrogant and worth more than everyone else, that just suddenly ceases as well. But that could also be Tremere.
Yeah,
Oh.
this ring, it definitely belonged to someone who was extremely arrogant, full of themselves, and just thought they were better than everyone else. So it's definitely, most likely, Ventrue or Tremere. And I can definitely sense...
Pandora will let out a very hearty laugh at that.
And I can sense that their life was cut short abruptly.
Do you think it's legit then? You think it's his?
I believe so. I might be able to get a stronger impression another night, but I think it's
Right.
as legit as I'm going to get tonight.
I'll go up to the guy on the table. What about you, dude? Is he dead?
He's not dead, but a very...
No, I'm asking the dude.
His
If
That
it's,
question was not for you. That was for the guy on the table.
Well, I think the
Asking-
answer was,
Oh, okay. Can you nod or shake your head?
Just...
This is not helpful.
Pandora,
He's nearly dead.
if you
Yes.
excuse us, I would like to talk to my quarry outside, and we shall return with your
course.
answer.
Don't keep me waiting.
Shall we?
I don't like anticipation.
Yeah, we'll be
I am-
fast.
I understand that completely. All right, my darlings. Let's go talk.
Well, fuck off.
We leave.
Yeah, so we
We
go
hold
outside
hands and
where we're
leave.
not. Yeah, where we're not being recorded.
Oh, we're being recorded in this whole place.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Back out to the
Push-
van. Talk in the van.
Mm-hmm. Most definitely. Yeah, because
Walk all the way out to the van. Walk all the
Yes.
Yeah, all the way back.
Okay.
that's right.
on
So
our
we're not
body.
being recorded.
Mm-hmm.
No, we do need to check.
So-
on the body.
I am not up for this task. I do not wish to break in to the guild.
Why not? It seems
If
easy
caught.
enough to get a painting.
If caught, there would be dire consequences.
Well,
Doesn't sound like the type of person we should say no to.
okay, but ultimately, here's the one thing, and Piper and I think we came to the same conclusion. You guys
Nod,
remember the
nod,
weird
nod.
notes? I flip open my notebook. It says, "Beware the one whose scars or like wounds will never heal." A painting can't heal, so it's perpetually wounded. So, ergo, whatever that crazy thing that she said might happen, it might actually happen, unless we're just being severely fucked with. But maybe someone knew that she wanted to get the painting fixed and is trying to stop us from doing that.
Do we have to be?
I feel that we have been fucked with from the beginning of all of this.
Well, yeah.
Wave,
I
wave,
get
wave. That goes without saying.
But,
So you have to understand why I am just a little bit paranoid
Yeah.
about this Pandora.
Oh,
Nod, nod.
here's an idea. We go to the prince, deliver the body, and inform the prince that Pandora killed the Venture, and then that Pandora should reap all the rewards. It's the
Shrug.
truth,
Why?
but it's the truth. We don't
Uh-huh.
need to
Nod,
take
nod,
credit
nod.
for something we didn't do. And then Pandora
Nod,
can't
nod.
hold that over our head.
Exactly, because she will. She's a Toreador, obviously. I hate Toreadors. They're a nuisance.
I know exactly how you feel.
Touche.
Thing is, we're gonna be able to ask the prince for a boon.
Gesturing back towards the building with the sort of shrug, nod, nod.
I'm just worried because how the prince is. It's just a part of me screams that if we're too honest about things, we'll end up dead no matter what.
You can never be too honest to the prince. Just give the necessary information.
That's what I'm saying.
Hmm.
So how do we play this? Do we? Because yeah, like we've talked about, we don't betray Pandora. I mean, because we could take the ring and just not do it, but she seems capable. But at the same time, is it just best we say no? Just
Yeah,
say
if we-
no and move on?
If we don't take the ring
But-
and we don't take credit for anything we didn't do, then there's no blackmail
Yeah.
material.
I know, but a domain does sound kind of sweet.
It sounded like we
I don't
weren't
care
going to
about
get a
domain.
domain anyways. We were just going to get a special
true.
favor. And who needs more special
Yeah.
favors?
I guess that's fair.
Points back
But-
at building.
But I'm curious.
Same.
I want to see
Shrug.
the painting.
Same.
I think that the remark, FX's remark regarding the quote unquote prophecy and dreams and writings and stuff might give us an extra lead on what is happening in the background. I am leaning towards figuring this painting thing out.
Richard?
So our choice is play it safe or flutter into the flame like a moth.
Shakes head.
Yeah,
Safe
kind
isn't
of,
fun.
yeah. But
You only die
know.
once.
yeah,
Wait.
like what they're saying.
I say wait and I look at the dead guy.
Maybe the painting's the next step. Maybe it might answer all of this.
Maybe we have
Obviously,
to.
we're wrapped up in something that we just have not even close to the full picture.
Well, if the
I
Nice
don't
pun.
like this, but I will go with the census. So, if you all agree to do this, then I will have your back.
Well, let's hear what Richard has to say.
Well, I'm the kind of guy who I want to help my friends and go along with the group. So if everyone decides the best thing to do is to play with fire like a moth to the flame, then well, let's be a bunch of moths.
Okay, great. So it sounds like we're doing it then.
Unless you don't
Well,
want to.
this-
I mean, it's not that our choices are
Already
great.
died once, so it
Like,
wasn't that
either,
bad.
yeah.
Fine,
Okay.
let's go and tell her.
Sweet.
I will stay with the body.
Raises hand, points at body, nod, points at self.
Yeah, we
You're gonna
can.
stay with the
I
body
mean-
too.
He doesn't
Nod,
really
nod,
talk. Yeah.
Nod.
Good idea.
I was gonna stay too, but if Piper has it covered, then I think we're good.
Okay.
Nod.
Head
Everyone
back.
except Ambrosia is returning?
And
Everyone
Piper,
except the
Piper.
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 Everyone except the Piper, right.
Piper
Mhm.
and
And Ambrosia, I
Ambrosia
agree.
are staying with the body.
Well, she offered. I mean, she can stay with Piper. Yeah, she
Yeah,
doesn't
I'm
want
good.
to go. She don't want to go be in the Toreador's presence again. She's really refraining from being a complete smartass as it is. She'll get them all in trouble.
Which would entirely understand.
So you'll be able to return without issue. The four
Before
of
we
you.
return,
Yes.
I would like to comment on something, as you know, like before we actually go inside and get recorded. Do you think that perhaps we could pry or bait some extra information, considering that we have had some obscure things
goings
revealed
on,
by
yeah.
dreams and stuff? Perhaps.
Nod.
You totally could try.
Yeah, I don't
Nod,
see a
nod.
problem in trying. She seems like the type that'd be receptive to it.
Yeah. Give it a shot. I'm just used to people not listening to me, so when it comes to prying that kind of stuff, probably someone else.
It'd be a really good idea if all of you tried to pry some information out of her, just a little bit extra. I wish one of you thought of that first, but here I am.
Kid.
Holds
Um,
up penny
FX,
whistle.
Who would
I
ignore
am just.
you?
I am
will
not.
always listen.
Listen.
Thank you. I'm glad I have at least one.
I think as long as it sounds romantic enough, she seems like the type that would answer questions.
Yes, remember, she's a Toreador.
I have no
Okay.
problems with Toreadors. Most of my circle back in the day was Toreadors, and so I
Yeah, half the music.
lover
scene
of the
for it,
arts. Yeah, really
Yeah.
easy to mingle. I don't mind their
Perhaps-
presence at all.
Perhaps you can bait her with a song.
if needed.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that might work. Toreadors are weird.
I'll take an
Assuming she is
Octavian
one.
over a
I am
Toreador.
sorry.
No,
We are
we probably
just
shouldn't
assuming.
keep her waiting much longer. So
Yeah.
Nod.
that's fine.
Nod.
Make our way in.
Who else?
The four of you, with Piper and Ambrosia staying, right?
Mm-hmm.
You'll be able to return, no problem. And Pandora's just sat, waiting eagerly. Did you kill the other two?
Nah.
sorry
We
for the
have-
delay.
Yeah. They're fine.
That was a delay, and you didn't even kill anyone. Shame.
Not this time. You took care of that for us.
Pandora, if I may,
I don't believe I've had the pleasure of your name.
my name is Octavia. It is a pleasure to meet you.
It is.
I would Well, since I returned, I have been plagued with some ominous things, visions, dreams, you name it. One of which was related to a always bleeding. What was it? I'm sorry, like above game, like my brain is like really bad right now. So
Fear
like,
that
what was the?
that has scars that will never heal.
Yeah, yes. So I tell you, it sounds a bit of what you described depicted in the painting that you are seeking.
My painting has no scars. Open wounds, but no scars. What else do you dream?
Poetic license.
What else
How
do I
often do you
dream?
dream?
I feel like I dream often.
What does it feel like?
Like you can see other worlds through eyes that are not yours, but at the same time are yours.
How thrilling.
Hmm.
I lost dreams, probably before you were even kine. I don't even remember what they were like.
Sometimes it's better to not dream. Sometimes dreams stay with you, so they cling to your essence. It blends with reality, and then how can you be here and there at the same time? You can't.
I know someone who can. But that's a story for another night. Tell me, are you all going to please me?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
curious about this.
We decided
Yeah.
to accept.
I knew you would. It is part of my own personal tradition that we share something together. I have already prepared the vessel, and she'll gesture to the dying man that is bleeding out on the table from his nose. Let us all drink together, in celebration of a deal sealed. Yes?
Yeah.
Sure.
Appreciate the gesture. I'd rise and make my way over, grab a wrist or a, arm.
Yeah. Everyone digging in?
I'll go for the inner thigh.
You'll all be able to drink, and so will Pandora alongside with you in time. In effect, you all drain him, but none of you will take the humanity score, that's fine. But in addition to the usual vitae that energizes your system, first of all, you may all slake 3 hunger, but you will also start to feel a rush. Something very, very familiar, if not welcome for Alina. But to the rest of you, this surge of energy is something new. You will all be starting to feel the effects of cocaine.
Right.
Isn't that great? My favorite type of blood.
Damn, I would love to see Piper on cocaine.
Wow, I feel so energized. This is
Right?
Mountain Dew, but way more dew.
It's the Mountain Dew of blood, man.
I forget, not everyone is as used to these things as I am. The two of
Right here
you,
with you.
and she'll be pointing at Richard and FX. You may leave. You two, Lena and Octavia. I want a word.
All right.
Not gonna kill
Yeah.
us, right?
You can't kill that which is already dead.
Okay.
You two, fuck off.
FX would stand and he would look at, his two companions and he'd say, I'll just be in the hallway. I'll bust in if I hear a scream or something.
I'll tell you if we need
We're
help.
so scared.
He just shrugs and kind of rolls his eyes. and makes
don't
his way
worry.
out
You
of
don't
the
have to be
room.
scared. We'll be right outside, just like FX said.
I like that answer.
I love you.
Richard is a treasure.
Mm-hmm.
Milady.
Now,
All of
But-
his characters are.
you two. You're not from a regular clan, are you? What are you both?
I look at Olina.
Yeah, we're both like, oh god, do we tell her? I mean, is there really any harm in not telling her? Like, she'll figure it out eventually anyway. We're daughters of cacophony.
Two of you. I haven't seen daughters since. She'll sort of drift off for a bit. Do you travel?
I have.
I stopped traveling recently.
Shame. Shame.
I love traveling. It's just I haven't been back for long enough, to be honest.
Would you be willing to travel for me?
Where to?
Where to and for what?
To the Oxford Elysium. To perform.
Oh, that's not travel.
I will arrange special travel for you. Not the usual taxi. I will have someone sent for you. Permission will be given. There is something of a flux at the moment.
Reminds me, is that your car outside?
Yes. One of them.
Okay, never mind. If it was Smythe's, would have been different.
I don't believe he had a car.
Didn't know. Worth asking.
Probably a penny farthing knowing Ventruse.
Is the performance for an event?
It will be an event when you are there.
It sounds like an
I-
opportunity I can't pass up.
I would love to.
Wonderful. Wonderful. She'll reach to a side and bring out some fashion label bag. Reach inside and put a card down. It just depicts the symbol of Oxford. But do for me perception and occult, please. Both of you. Alina. Alina. You will recognize this symbol, of course, first of all. You've seen it here, there, and everywhere. It's a bit overdone. But what does catch your attention is the strange symbol that is hidden beneath it, woven into the imagery as if some sort of subtle shout-out. It is the shape and symbol that you saw on the card earlier.
The Zemitzi dragon?
Mm-hmm. You can use this to enter into Elysium without fear of persecution. You may also leave the city safely bearing this card.
Okay.
Now, is there anything you wish of me?
Strange, random question. There's a lot of daughters of cacophony that are being murdered. Have you heard anything about that?
I haven't even seen one of your kind for feels like 100 years. Perhaps more at this point.
Okay, thought I'd ask. Thanks.
Would you happen to know Lady Anastasia?
Who are you?
Octavia.
I know of a Lady Anastasia. She had quite the reputation, and was destroyed. Regrettable. What is your connection?
I will answer this question, but I would like to know what reputation you have heard of her and what you know about her destruction.
She's sort of reading over you, looking you up and down. She had an impeccable reputation, a true daughter of the time. There was no faction for her, just performance. She succumbed to something and was going to retire. One last performance I heard, and then there was some unpleasantness. I'm not sure if it was La Sombra, Tremere, or just random opportunity. I believe something of a random opportunity. She met her end. It caused quite the stir among certain circles. But then, as is always the way, her legend ended, and someone else filled her spot. Slowly your kind have been dying off regardless, becoming extinct. To see two of you in one night, exceptionally rare. Now you.
Who was my sire?
Are you lying to me?
No.
We will be in touch. Do not come to Oxford yet. Either of you. Go.
I
I'll
say
grab
nothing.
Octavia's
I
hand
just give a bow and leave.
You'll see that she's already moved. She's looking out the window. If you didn't know any better, she would seem worried. troubled by something. As you're stepping out of the doorway, she simply says, looking straight out of the glass still, "You'll be sent a message at an appropriate time."
I'll grab Octavia's hand and escort her out of the room. Nicely.
Day is beginning to break, and the sun will rise soon. You've probably got enough time for a quick chat, the all of you, before you have to retire for the day.
How'd it go?
I think it went well.
What you want?
She just likes Daughters of Cacophony.
Cool. Great. Well, I guess let's meet up with the others. Get home. You guys okay?
Yeah, she just gives off some weird vibes.
You're telling me. She'd creep me out.
Like good weird or bad weird?
Don't know yet.
Weird.
Yeah, I don't know if I've
Right.
really figured out the vibes yet. Maybe next time. Maybe next time. You think like never mind. I was just gonna say because like we all got tasked with this thing, but then like she kicked us out. So like what's the deal with all the secret meetings?
You're telling me. I don't know, maybe she just thought they were pretty or something.
That must be it.
Yeah, I mean, obviously.
Obviously. You're right.
Never know, maybe she has a thing for 20-year-old unwashed loincloths.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just not going to get hopeful, though.
I mean, Pandora has historically had a preference for a certain clan.
This is not the same Pandora.
Oh, that is interesting.
Well,
I
it is what
thought
it
it
is.
was. I thought it was. We were getting.
It
It's a
was,
30-year
but like
Pandora.
it's before the time of the
Uh-huh.
Pandora that we have experienced before.
No, this is a different universe, Pandora.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it is? Oh.
It's a parallel
Yes, we're
universe. Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Which you'll all find out one day in an upcoming one-shot.
Yeah, just get back to the van, get on in, and ask people where I'm dropping them off.
What are you going to do with the body? You can't leave him in the van all
Fuck
day.
The damn body.
Yeah, I forgot
Once
about
again,
that, too.
fingers drawn across throat.
Piper and I can just take him down with us.
Shrug, nod.
That'll be fine.
Okay.
Yeah, keep the body nice.
Yeah,
And
I'll just
safe
keep an
in
eye
the
on him.
sewer.
Yeah, I know a nice grate he'll go nicely into. Just fit right in.
And then you two. She looks at Piper and Richard.
Nod,
Since
nod.
you have to meet with the prince, you could take the body with you and the ring.
Yeah, there we go. Boom.
Shrugs
And-
dismissively.
And we don't want the property. We want a boon. A boon is much more valuable than domain. Especially from
Well.
a prince.
Yeah.
Shrugs.
Well, we used the boon to get that part of the picture.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, no,
then-
because I thought she said the rest was in the guild hall because she thought the Ventru guy had one and he didn't. Does she think
Perhaps
the prince has
to
one?
grant us
Yeah, but she said the prince is
entrance
allowed into the guild hall.
Mhm.
Oh,
to the
Oh,
guild
sorry,
hall
yeah,
for
duh,
like
yeah. Okay, yeah,
one
yeah,
time.
That's
Mhm.
why I said
We're
a boon
antiquarians.
is always more valuable.
Hmm.
Sure.
So now we just need to figure
But
out.
get the boon before you ask for the painting.
No, we're not mentioning the painting. Mm-mm. We're just going to be like, the boon that we would like is to have access to the guild hall
We're not going
for a
there
little
tonight
bit.
anyway, so we can
Yeah.
figure this out when we go.
That's all I was gonna say. We have plenty of time.
Come on.
We'll
That
talk
sounds
about
kinda
it
Probably
more.
shouldn't show our cards completely. We shouldn't be
Yeah.
like, we shouldn't say, Prince, we want a condemned painting that you possibly have been hiding from everybody because of potential destructive possibilities within it.
Then
You
I
know.
task all of us to come up with an explanation when the prince asks us why.
Yeah. Like
Piper
we were
shrugs
saying,
and points at
yeah.
themselves and just shrugs again.
Yeah, we can
Well,
just talk.
my
Yeah, that's it. We
passion-
just let Piper
There we
explain.
go. Piper. Yeah, Piper will do it.
Yeah.
Piper's got it.
our
got
passion
away
for
with words.
antiquities and oddities.
So I'm saying we're antiquarians. We want to study.
Piper is the brains of the bunch. I definitely think they should.
Yes.
They should. Yeah. Yep. That's it.
Well,
They've got away with
yeah.
words.
mhm.
We're driving as we're discussing all this, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
FX would be dropping people off at their havens.
Well, then I will see you tomorrow night, my darlings. Be safe.
You too.
Don't let Saulot eat you in your sleep.
And when she gets
I-
into the chantry, she will go up to Lucas's office and she will hug him. He's not going to know why, but she will give him a very tight, warm embrace, and then she will go and go to bed.
when
I haven't got a decent
Octavia and
remark for
I
that.
Get, okay. When Octavia and I get back to my haven, I will show her the hidden shape in the card.
Right? Is a symbol
It's
that
the-
FX found?
the
It's the
Zenitsu dragon.
it's the dragon. Yeah.
Dragon balls.
And on that note, we will bring an end to this week's Carnage in D minor. Thank you all for coming and watching. Thank you all for playing. Oh shit, I gave all this, it's literally just occurred to me because I've been putting all my thought into the game. I have not given any thought to who we're going to sign off with, but it's probably going to be someone that claims to have invented the exclamation mark, which I believe was Ambrosia. Who are you? What do you do? Do you do things? Let's find out.
I do things. I obviously I am here on Thursday nights, and I am also over at Lost Tribes Gaming for their games over there. I am currently in their Star Wars game, their World of Darkness mix, their Marvel superheroes, and we have a new game that is going to launch next Wednesday. I really can't tell you a whole lot about it yet because
Will there be
we don't-
dice?
Yes, there will be dice.
Will there be drama?
Oh, I'm in it. That's
That's
your
all you
answer.
need to know.
Yeah. But what's cool is our characters are based on ourselves. We're not playing ourselves, but they're based on us. I also am a streamer. I am on YouTube. the Gothic Ferret. I play Fallout 4 and Skyrim at the moment, so you guys can catch me over there on Sunday nights, and I post videos on Monday nights. And the explanation point is mine.
Piper. Who are you? What do you do? Do you do things? Let's find out.
I am somebody who was just reading the Wikipedia article for exclamation marks. Apparently, they originated from an ancient Latin expression of joy, and the earliest usage in like the modern sense is described as having been like the 14th century. I am very distracted by this new information, but when I'm not,
You read the wrong one. The right Wikipedia says it was invented by the Gothic Ferret.
I mean, you were in ancient Rome. Anyway, when I'm not losing my mind researching bizarre little oddities, I am an author. I wrote both those books. Now Scabian is very kindly holding up. The third one is on the way, slowly but steadily creeping forward. I am an artist. I did the character art for the Piper in this game, and the character art for the folks over in the game that happens on Monday. That I'm also a player, and that happens. I live there. Brain. When I'm not doing either of those things, you can find me right here on Twitch, playing whatever I want whenever I can, with the name Daybreakathon. Although sometimes I do other things, like today I wound up researching weird things and losing my mind. I think that's all the things, except I'm waiting now for my dog to hear me saying these things and come running to say hello.
Poopy, come here, Poopy.
Octavia, who are you? What do you do? Do you do things? Let's find out.
Hello, everybody. I am Phineas Starlight here on the Twitch and kind of everywhere online. I haven't been doing anything at the moment. Life is kind of in the way for the last bit of time, but I am planning on returning. So if you want to hit the follow button and, see me pop up on your screen at a certain point in the future, like, you can do so. You're more than welcome to come over. I do variety streaming and a lot of TTRPG nerding out. So yeah, that's kind of what you can expect when I'm back. And for now, you'll find me here for the foreseeable future for this chronicle and the next few. Hopefully, if Shift doesn't kick me out because I look at him like I want to kill him, but it's not true because I'm just having a hard time, so it's okay. I have a resting bitch face. So it's I'm not mad. I'm just like this. So I'm sorry. I have an intense aura, I have been told. So yeah, it can translate in weird ways.
I think at this point,
forgive me for me
I think at this
mugging
point,
everybody.
everyone knows I'm here for it.
How dare
He
you
likes-
apologize for being you?
He likes the abuse.
Oh, hard
Don't let him
hands to
fool you.
everybody.
Hard hands back.
I mean, don't forget, we're also starting to gear up for Demon the Fallen, which you're in as well.
Ooh.
I fucking love that game. And Wraith. FX, who are you? What do you do? Sorry. Go on.
Oh no, I was gonna say I like to play Thralls. That's all I was gonna say.
FX, who are you? What do you do? Do you do things? Let's find out.
Hey, I'm Dead Western. Really don't do a lot. I'm kind of super boring. I do play games here pretty regularly in like Fenice for Chronicles to come, unless I get kicked out. But aside from that, you can find me on the Discord.
Richard is busy. Or is he? Are you willing to say who you are, what you do, and do you do things, and we'll find out?
I have a demon book, but I can't find it right now.
All my fucking TTRPGs are in the back of the walk-in wardrobe that is about
I have friends
8 foot tall, and it's filled.
I have friends who author books, This is Bloodlust by T.A. Lumley. Check them out. Our very own Day Breakathon does Windbreaker and Windswept. Check them out. And we had a guest appearance in the chat today from Solus from Obelisk, The Long Dreams. Check them out.
I'm wondering if we
Yay.
know enough authors that we could form a TTRPG group with just the authors and see what happens.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
So, by the way, I've written a couple books.
Oh, you have to tell me which ones they are so I can pick them up and show them on stream.
I'll send you links. They're not very good, so I don't mention them much.
Olena, who are you? What do you do? Do you do things? Let's find out.
I am Ms. Hearts. You can find me just about anywhere as Ms. Hearts. Most of the things I do anymore are live and local. So if you're in the Austin area, you can catch me coming up at the Dancing with Mary Jane show on April 19th. It was on 420 last year at Kick Butt Coffee. And then at the Florence and the Machine tribute burlesque show, also at Kick Butt Coffee on the 24th. In the meantime, if you need any graphic design or promotional products, hit me up.
I think covers everyone. Check out the links in the chat down below for links to our Discord, Blue Sky, YouTube archived episodes, and audio-only versions of a lot of stuff we have. I think that's all the housekeeping at the moment. No one's correcting me, so that's cool, I guess. Which means that we will go, as soon as I can find a button, I hate it when they fucking move things, we will go raiding on, oh god almighty, if I realize it, Rio by Night, who are also playing Vampire the Masquerade, but of course, where's the fucking button for the fucking thing there? We can't go legally, morally, or objectively until DW says the line.
I'm really excited for the Richard FX best friend arc.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.